Good. Okay. How are y'all feeling about current events?
Better.
Inspiring, better, and boo. Okay. Any particular reason why the boo?
It's mostly today.
What happened today?
The orange person said some really stupid shit.
You talking about that at the NABJ conference?
Yes.
So much.
Was that today or yesterday?
That was today.
That was today? I watched the whole thing.
Me too.
And he is trash.
She is fucking trash.
He answered no questions, and there's a difference between responding to a question and actually answering a question. He answered none of the questions. He was an asshole off the rip, like, oh, you're being nasty. That was a very nasty question you asked. What? Because you don't want to load up the truth? Is that why it was nasty? Or was it nasty because a woman asked you the question? Or was it because it was a black woman that asked you the question? Or was it because a human being that has no chance or hope of voting for you that asked you the question? I don't know which one that is, but I completely understand you. And despite the fact that I've had hope in the last week and a half or so, that brought me down. That put some emotions in me that I was not prepared for. Okay, so anybody else? Who else? I had a yay. Who was yay? Why'd you have a yay week? You didn't have a yay week? You had a yay week. Why'd you have a yay?
No, I said I feel better.
Oh, you feel better?
I feel better about Kamala than I did about Biden.
Okay, all right, that's fair. That's fair. There was another one. There was another. The Olympics.
That's right. There is a thing going on.
Simone Biles killed it. You know, some jackass was like, Simone Biles is pretending to be a celebrity. Who is she? Nobody knows who she is. She's like, what? I don't know if she has. I don't know if she's reached the level of B, but she's one of the greatest.
She has moves named after her.
She's got moves named after her. So do I.
Then she's a B. Well, you're the Christopher Michael, so.
But has she won more than anybody else in the world?
I think so.
So she might be at the greatest of all time level. She's close, if not there. Is she there yet? I need somebody to Google and figure out.
More gold medals than anybody.
She's got more gold medals than any gymnast or anybody. Anybody?
I believe.
Like more than Phelps?
I believe than anybody.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. The swimmer?
Well, yeah.
He's got like 100.
Oh, yeah. She's got a long way to go.
That's total medals. Gold specifically.
Medals. Oh, she's got the most gold medals?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's a bad one.
Black history. More you know. And black history is just synonymous with American history. Same thing. Just another different way to say it.
Did you see the move that she did? Was the first woman ever to do? The triple?
No, I don't think I saw it. And if I did, I wouldn't know what I was looking at. I just know if it's stuck the landing or not.
I appreciate your honesty.
That's it. Stuck the landing, boom. That's all I got. And I don't want to besmirch her teammates, but she looked like she carried the team. Because I watched the rest of the team, and they were
doing it.
I put it on.
They were doing it. Legs together. They were doing it nice height.
in the overall
Break
team
this one, I'm
competition.
gonna put it back up.
But in their individual.
They're still world. I mean, everybody in the Olympics is world class, right? Theoretically. Theoretically.
Theoretically.
Yeah. Okay.
What about women's rugby? Did you see that?
I haven't seen that.
Oh,
but I
you
think I
must
would
watch
like
that.
to see
You must watch that.
some women demolishing each other. Oh, don't be quiet on that shit. We watched the dudes demolish each other on football.
They did.
They do. I want to see. Wow.
That was a really good game.
I want to see that shit. Okay, y'all ready to start the slam?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
First, a joke.
Okay.
Why do batteries enjoy being arrested? Answering it was rhetorical. I didn't want you to answer it. So they can get charged. Such an ass. You go to the comedy show and tell the jokes in advance, don't you?
I thought you were going to say it.
It was obvious, but I didn't want you to give it away.
That jokes are.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I heard this today. Isn't a scrambled egg just fried chicken?
Oh. Oh my.
That's deep, right? That's deep, right? Welcome to 310 Brown Street Austin Poetry Slam Takeover! I am your host, Christopher Michael. The Christopher Michael. That didn't count as one of your 20 claps. You folks, that's a bonus clap you're supposed to do. Okay. So we got eight fantastic sports to come up here. They're gonna rock poems of their own creation. There's gonna be the animal acts, props, music accompaniment, costumes. It'll just be the poet, the microphone, their words, and you. Now, because it's a competition, I got judges. The judges are gonna decide who is the best of tonight. It's like the Olympics. This is the Olympics of poetry, all right? So they're gonna score from 0 to 10. 0 is the bullshit, 10 is the shit. Zero is showing up at a journalism conference full of black people and proceeding to insult black people. That's a 0. Okay? A 10 is realizing that you would be serving America and realizing that maybe either you're not up for the job or the people don't have enough confidence in you to get the necessary votes. So you, like a true American hero, put your ego to the side and step down.
Yeah.
Unlike Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Oh, shots fired.
That would be a 10. That would be a 10. Okay? 0 is bullshit, 10 is dust shit. All right. Now this is what's gonna happen, judges. Somebody's gonna write a poem that completely lines up with your political or religious affiliation, but it's gonna be the worst written shit you've ever heard in your life. Just because you think you agree with it doesn't mean that you get a good score. Somebody's gonna write a poem that completely disagrees with everything you were taught by your mama, your daddy, or the foster system, however it is you came up. But you're gonna be on the edge of your seat. You're gonna be like, damn, maybe I should do that. Maybe I need to do some research. Maybe my mama and daddy was wrong. If they piss you off, they make you cry, if they touch you emotionally, you should consider giving that a good score. We got that?
Yeah.
All right. So, let's see what else. Okay, judges, this is special tonight. So you're gonna be going 0 to 10. You got scorecards. You're gonna give a 0 to a 9.9 on your scorecards. If you want to give a 10, you use one of those flags. But you'll notice you only have 3 flags.
I need some more.
Each judge will only be authorized 3 10s for the course of the night. You can use them whenever you want to use them, but you only got 3 of them. You throw a flag up, I'll count to 10, and then I will expeditiously confiscate that flag from you. We understand each other?
Yes.
All right. I think we're ready. Y'all ready to start the slam?
So ready.
Y'all ready to start the slam?
Yeah!
So just because of that, now that I don't think you're ready, I'm going to bring a sacrificial poet up to the microphone to rock a poem, okay? Just to get you ramped up and tested, all right? Y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right. Your sacrificial poet of the evening. Put your hands together for Christopher Michael!
I like that one.
I have the blood of a Formula One racer coursing through my veins. My Honda Civic with a modified truck engine with fast and furious cannonball runs through my DNA. I frequently use speed limits and suggestions for drivers with weaker skills. $100 speeding fine I'll pay it tomorrow turns a failure to appear, suspended license and warrants. All of which can be deadly when living in a world where a fetus seems to have more rights to life than a fully formed black man. At first, I didn't even know it was the police. His lights were so bright and white they outshine the colored ones, desperately trying to alert me that they matter too. I succumbed to the siren and sought shelter on the side of the highway shoulder. Determined not to be the color palette this cop used to paint the streets with, I armed myself. The necessary legal documentation. Insurance card locked and loaded. Driver's license in the ready position. Hands fully visible because I wanted him to see it coming. This ain't no Western. Cowboy quick moves are all concluded with corner calls and caskets. He steps out of his cruiser and assassinated to my car. He spills out of his tank and tsunamis to the front line. He nightmares out of my dreams and Freddy Krueger's his way to my reality. And I don't want to be confused with Mexican. With Mexican culture. I didn't want to be this officer's piñata. So I shook, I jived, I smiled, I yes, I know. I was polite and respectful with all the manners my mama and the military taught me. I wasn't raised in a beware killer cops culture. My respect for authority is the right thing to do. It wasn't given to me by the matriarchs as a survival skill. We weren't worried about getting killed. Fear of 5-0 was actually fear of mama. Come home in a squad car if you want to. We, the rambunctious rascals, neighborhood knuckleheads, thugs before thugs meant nigga, would purposely trip alarms and 911 ourselves to play hide and go seek with the police because we were stupid, stun guns with science fiction, and Tamir Rice hadn't been born yet. I've been a human for over 50 years, and a nurse for almost 30. A man in scrubs is as frail and fallible as a man in blue, but we have the power of life and death. We are here to serve you. We're not authorized. Bad days and mistakes. Survival should not be predicated on politeness. Suspicious behavior, I suspect I'm pissed because you pulled me over instead of that little old lady that sped by me at night. I suspect I'm terrified because you rolled my ass till I made a tickle mistake. I suspect you might be friends with a man that didn't like the bland taste of Sandra's attitude. And once again, I find myself the victim of another police execution of his lawful duties. He got it right, and I was in the wrong. So I was blessed enough to add him to a pathetically long list of police officers who allowed me to walk away. Drive away. Live that day. I am from Texas, where we have a right to open carry. The problem with open carry is it makes you a target. And by open carry, I mean the melanin loaded in the chambers of my skin. Woo! That's good for Michael. All right, judges, this is the longest amount of time I will give you to put a score on. By the time the poet is done, you should already have an idea of what you want to do. Have those score cards ready. And then when I say, judges, scores up, you'll raise them up simultaneously. I got one. And don't keep them up, though. Because I got 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, first of all, y'all being cheap with them 9.9. That was clearly a tennis moment. But I'm gonna let it slide. Because I was second. I got a 9.4, a 9.8, a 9.9, a 9.9, and a 9.9. I should have told him that the flags didn't count. Because it's sad. Okay, but I see what you're doing. I appreciate it. I got 3 10s right there at one table. That is a
29.6.
29.6. All right. What I meant to do was have a long discussion about the police, not politics. But fuck it, we'll do it at the next round. We're gonna have a discussion. All right. Hey, people! This right here is the microphone. This right here is where freedom of speech takes place. Poets are free to come up here and say whatever fuck shit they want to say. That's what they can do. I can't protect you from being offended or triggered. If that happens, please step outside, self-care, then come back and enjoy the rest of the show. Cool? Cool? Poets, this right here is the microphone. This is where freedom of speech takes place. You are free to come over here and say whatever fuck shit you want to say. But freedom of speech protects you from the government, not your peers.
Well,
I was waiting for it.
somewhere.
Freedom of speech protects you from the government, not your peers.
Well.
Man, y'all Audience, you are free to step to a poet and say, hey, can I talk to you about what you said on the microphone? Poets, you are free to say, I said everything that I had to say on the microphone, and then you walk away from each other respectful like. We got that?
Yeah.
All right. Whew, are you ready to start playing?
Yeah.
I forgot already. And I don't have
Okay,
to.
Right.
Yeah, my kids go first.
Right.
That's the second round.
No, you're right.
Damn, I'm trying to throw her under the bus already.
Hard.
That is competition.
No.
You got the grimy competition already? You've been here too long. You've been here.
I said Jay, right. How did you hear?
You've been here too long.
David.
Fuck these other poets. I came to eat mics, collect points. All right, who's first?
Jay Wright.
Put your hands together for Jay Wright. Have you ever met somebody who made you feel so wanted? Who reciprocates desires just to be flaunted? The type of girl you take home. I put her on a pedestal. Her complexion so caramel. But when we went home, I made her my queen on my throne. Have you ever met someone who made you feel so special inside? You pardon your pride. This joy elicits a smile that even Kanye couldn't hide. Feels like 1,000 butterflies migrated south to my intestines, and when you were around, they fluttered by. I think her name was April, because we met in the spring. Ironic, it was the season when the birds started to sing. And like a baby boy, anticipating my phone's ring. When it go bling, my body shaking. This ain't no fake thing. But we survived to the summer. We smoked until our secrets prior to exchange the numbers. And damn, this must be what love is. I want to commit. We like Martin and Gina. She guilty of stealing hard. She got several subpoenas. And we were rushing at a fast pace and came to a stall. She showed the true colors like the leaves in the fall. And damn, just as I thought our love was growing, the feelings dissipated like the heat amidst the snowing. We had a fiery type of love, it ignited to a smolder. Ironic, the hottest girl around gave you the coldest shoulder. Damn. The Honorable Miss Lauren Hill once said, we don't know love. She said that we often say that we have love, but when a person stops stimulating us, we stop loving them. Well, they say love is wanting more for someone than you want for yourself. They say love is only seeing your person when there's everyone else. They say love is more than infatuation, more than waiting to spread your seeds through insemination to extend your generation. They say love is two hearts integration to become one mind, soul, and body. And oh, the temptation is real. Yes, Lord, is real. I used to wonder if God is, because they say that we were made in His image. I understand if you've been hurt in the past, trepidation will make you timid, but if we are really Christ-like, and heaven is a purest form of love, I'm so sure that you're a gift from God and must have hurt when you were dropped from above. We were created from two entities called love and lust. Parenting told us to stay monogamous until our bones waste to dust, but baby, look both ways before you cross my mind. And before your legs cross around my spine, I want to take some time. That time to know what that real type of love is. The type of love where opposites attract and pull us to our flesh touches. The type of love where hate and love take it off guard you because they don't do your beauty justice. The type of love where it trumps all differences, including aesthetics. Overlooking cultural differences, including phonetics. I dreamt of something like this, I'm unapologetic. The one I love is sitting in the crowd, so poetry. I surely don't regret it. Thank you. That's good, right? Scores up. I got 1, 2, 3, 3.5, 3 in the deep ball, 4 and 5. But Jay Wright got 8.8. 9.2. 9.3. 9.4. And a 9.5. 27.9. That's what you might put there together on Alex. Top 12.
She's so funny.
Our breakup is an iceberg. Sharp but manageable above the surface. I smile, nod, and tell my mom and your mom, it's okay, we're okay. We're transitioning to friendship. I didn't know what was below this. Can't begin to get around and navigate all you were to me, all we were. Co-producers of hip-hop pun ballads, late-night messengers of pink drinks delivered to bathroom doorsteps, the celery to my ranch on Halloween. We were larger than life-sized snacks. Everyone ate us up. There was not enough of you left. I keep hitting edges, the tire low pressure light came on. I need to relearn how to inflate everything again or ask for help. You can't help with this. When you ask me, what can I do to make you happy right now, my first thought is die. All I want is to obliterate this iceberg. I don't need Michelle Obama arms or an appetite for the cold. I never asked for this growth. It feels like a tumor instead of new height. It's not fair to know love like this exists when the offer is rescinded. I was once a person with bubbles inside her. Hazy-eyed, the IPA you sipped too slowly, and then at once it ended. It wasn't supposed to end. It was to evolve, change shape, become our life raft. Despite my resistance, I am getting chiseled from treading water, adapting to freezing temperatures as I raise my own. I find light reflect off the tools I use to move beyond the bitten nails file, the stray nose hair baby scissors, a gaudy gold lipstick cap, a mirror. I admire it myself for one glittering moment. I wake early to work, and one day I'll open my eyes and step into this open water without this inverted mountain blocking my path to what is next. And when can I expect this goddamn friendship? Thank you.
Scores up. I got one. I got 2, 3, 4. Five. Now we have an 8.9, an 8.9, a 9.3, a 9.4, and a 9.5. That is a 27.6. That's the white put together for a cart. Wake up!
Nice to meet you. My name is Genesis. Genesis. I tried to summon a bird and a beetle today. In my seance, I heard the clicking of a bird, the twitty songs of the beetle. I figured the whole thing was a bust. My efforts to find the realm of the dancing children with the dolphin tails and extra eyes, the one with the glowing river and mischievous spirits tremulously singing their song. The ancient book about the metal sunrise told me that the path to find this place was not through perpetual ritual or the red candlelight. No, the truth was actually in between. The place where silence runs rampant, where the quietness actually holds philharmonic symphonies of knowledge, where 1001 Arabian Nights take place and the pages slumber. It's the 4-leaf clover between the seats of the sailboat, the $10 you find at the water's gate. It's all around us, the book says, but you'll never find it on the map. Few will rise to this place, not north, south, east, or west, not up, down, or any place around. The rise is something you fall into, or rather something that becomes you. Like a red rose emerging from its capsule at the matrix of Adeptus into the bright light of Epiphanes. The truth of transformation has been with you since the dawn of your conception. It's been there when you too were once a resident at the glowing river. To change yourself is not to separate yourself from past, present, or future, but to know that you are all of those things and yet none of them at all. Then at the cusp of all detachment and attachment is where you can access the power of Arachon. Live 700 years at the grace of Bethor. The sounds of birds and beetles will become once more clear, even more so will the lull of silence between their calls. I ask you, Orion, my newly minted partner, will you come with me to the place that's above, below, around, and nowhere at all? Or will you return to the labyrinth of Evelyn, covered in piles of red mink, where your doorway to this world closes with every tawdry performance and flick of the sharp tongue that belongs to your mother? I have to go now, Orion, but please think about my inquiry, my magical concerns. Meet me here tomorrow if, and only if, you are ready to find the truth of transformation, to unlock the secrets of Pantomime's papyrus, to escape jackal-faced guards and burn down the tower.
Okay.
Party White Law. Scores up. I got 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Regarding White Law, we have 7.6, and 8.8, and 8.8, and 8.9, 9.0. There's a 14.5, and this is my continuing more. Low ride!
Go for it.
Like your shoes.
Manic Pixie Dream Girl. A one-dimensional character existing only to provide emotional support to the protagonist, or to teach him an important life lesson while receiving nothing in return. I can be your Manic Pixie Dream Girl. Build your character from the ground up, let you fill my holes while I fill the void in your soul. Our story will revolve completely around your plot line, and I will make every time I touch you feel like the first time.
Okay.
The same way my body perfectly molds itself into yours, so will my personality. I will be everything you are looking for. Your motivations will forever outshine mine, and when we end, you will remember everything you know about me. What I look like, how I taste, the way my fingertips feel running up and down your goosebumps, but you will not even know my favorite color. You won't know what I'm actually made of. I will be remembered as the girl who made you. You see, I am just here to develop the protagonist. I have a tendency of picking things up. Rotten fruit always falls on its own, and I am never the one falling, but I do pick up what drops. Wash you off. Somehow I always fall in love with the rot. I swear I can save you. And if I can't, I will convince myself you are saving me is the story about Adam or Eve. Woo! I will find the darkness in you appealing, and when the darkness starts to brighten, I'll know the excitement I used to bring is fading. When you start to heal, you will realize I'm just a way to pass the time. That I made you, but not to be mine. I always leave people better than I found them. They always compliment how strong I am, how easy it is for me to pick them up, carry them. Requiring very little usually amounts to receiving the bare minimum. I am not hard to love and easy to leave. I can be your Manic Pixie Dream Girl. That actually says a lot more about you than it does about me. You see, I'm not the one that needs saving. It's usually the main character.
Woo! Let's go live. Scores up. I got 1. I got 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going live. We have a 9.3, a 9.3, a 9.7, a 9.9, a 9.9. Michael. Hector!
That's a poet.
She asked me, how do I memorize my poems so fast? And with all the seriousness of a car accident, I tell her, I'm willing to lock myself in a closet for 7 hours. I'm sick. I don't leave my house much on the weekends. I'm kind of a masochist. If the poetry gets too thick, I might wrap my arms in barbed wire until my muse comes home to cut me loose. I write every day. I get it all back in blood. Every heartbeat is brand new ink. I make it easy to find my veins. It's a poetry thing. It's the same rugged wheel that feeds the slowest squirrel to the winter. So you'll have to pardon me if I go a little nuts sometimes. Oh yeah, I go a little nuts sometimes. If y'all knew the places I had to go to concentrate, some nights the words crawl through my bed like long black spiders. I guess it's the web we weave. I told you I got new shit for you, but I didn't tell you the place I had to go get it. The great Lloyd B says. The great Lloyd B says they always tell you to go in, poet, but they don't tell you how to come back. There are love with the process, I got new shit for you. It's a poem about a poet, and he doesn't even realize it because he's been doing nothing but writing and rehearsing for 7 days straight. When she asked me that question, I realized that my notebook weighs the same amount as my shackles. The key is to find my pen time and capture the moment. The key is to be as still as a tripod. Truth be told, my mouth is just a frame for a photograph. Picture me in a dark room developing different ways to say I love you. Okay, I shouldn't have said anything about how long it takes me practicing these poems. Take me from Gazelle to Griffin, time flies. Whenever the line is keen, I don't do this for fun. I do this because I don't want to do anything else. When she asked me that question, when she asked me how I memorize my poems, well, maybe I don't. Maybe I go to sleep, and when I wake up, every word is tattooed on the inside of my eyelids. I'm sorry I'm like this. I'm sorry I can't leave my house without words crawling all over me. I guess it's the web we weave. I guess it's the places that I'm willing to go to that I don't know if I'll make it back from. But hey, that's just me, right? That's just me.
Let's go, poet.
That's not gonna happen. Scores up. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Michael Hatton, we have a indecisive judge. We have a 9.2, a 9.9, a 9.9, and 10. 10. 29.8. Next up to the mic again. Let's go, Rick. What's up?
At my second poetry slam, someone tells me, that was good, but I think if you memorize it, it will be better. 2 years later, at my 100th slam, someone said, that was pretty good, you should definitely think about memorizing it. I think it will be so much better. 4 years later, I get a perfect 30, and instead of congratulations, I'm asked, so, when are you going to memorize the poem? Did you know that there are whole years that I can't remember? Gaps where time froze, or it went too fast, or it went backwards, or my memory is a gas in the shutter that gets stuck. So my memory is half-formed snapshots of crackling fire, a skipping CD, A. I don't always know the right words. I mean, I have PTSD. Still wake up sweating, still flinch at banished ghosts. I mean, every memory I have is etched into my skin. I once got a tattoo and had to stop halfway through because it felt like trying to remember. My memory is a liar. Started somewhere around 3rd grade, I think. Threw me into fantasy, showed me how to escape. It was like Narnia. Blips where time stopped, like Fillory. Time became a skipping stone. I am a time traveler, but nothing is waiting for me at the end of the story. So I memorized a poem. And my memory jumps to 2 days later. I memorize a poem and forget the words halfway through. I memorize a poem and all that comes out is static. I know the words, but sometimes they just don't mean anything. Everything I remember is carved into my bones. I dig the words in with a putty knife. I am slowly whittling myself down. There's not much left. They say that I should memorize the poem and I try, become a phantom. They say memorize the poem and I try, but can't trust myself to say the words without tripping. They say memorize the poem and I try. But time is a suggestion that my mind ignores, and this is my reality. I want to tell my story. I want to have it remembered by someone. I want to remember my own story. I mean, that's why I started writing. Slowly replaced all my bones with trees. I grow them. They say, memorize the poem, and I ask them, why? I've grown a forest, and it's going to be here long after we all forget.
That's Richie Watson. Judges. Scores up. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Pretty white with a 9.3, a 9.4, a 9.5, a 9.5, and a 9.
I remember the first time I was called a nigger with a hard ER. I had to go ask my dad. I watched him search for the words to describe a racist sentiment he didn't think he'd need to so early on. The water rises up to my neck. The tadpoles grasp for air. The grass withers and the flowers fall. But my mom stands tall, becomes a boiling cauldron and the sweltering heat. The first time my brother was called a nigger, I saw my body leave itself. I've never been so enraged, and I don't believe that cop knew the damage he'd ensue. Lifelong trauma from my kids, something about a white ghost utilizing measures, cataclysmically colliding characters of words that don't belong to them, crafting terms that burn their tongues. It just don't sit right with my black boiling derma or my esophagus, so I'll spit this shit for real. See, the first time my sister was called a nigger and it mattered was at a UIL State Texas track meet. My sister was Flojo Shakari Richardson, bad with it. After my sister's senior year, I never saw her run again. I credit that bastard's mouth with ruining my dream of seeing her run to freedom. It's dumb, crazy how niggas always run. Crazy how I say nigga, you think you can say nigga and you can't. Running. Crazy how you were trying to fight me on that, and I will look at you, stare, and just say, so say it then, nigga. Alright, okay, let's end this on a high note. Hi, coach, like how high I'm about to be after this slam, running to safety. Southern trees bear a strange fruit. Look around you. There's blood there.
My Kayla, okay? Scores up. I got 1, 2, 3. Somebody turn shit around. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. My Kayla J, we got a 9.4, a 9.5, a 9.7, a 10, and a 10. 29.2. They took the mic to the end of the board. The Lender!
Chemistry is real. I'll know it by how we kiss. When our eyes meet, I felt it all over. By the way you hug me, I can feel how much you love me. Our body language is speechless. I didn't need you to say the words. I tell them to myself. He cares. He needs me. He loves me. I keep lying to myself and blaming him. Jesus. I must be crazy. Who lies to themselves? Nah. I just understand him. I don't need him to say the words. I love him the way I need him to love me. I need him to love me through my trauma. And I love him. I do. I do. I'll love you so much, I'll lose my sanity for your reality. I'll love you so much, I'll stay with you after the punches. I'll love you so much, I'll trust you. Even though you never gave me a reason to. Our therapist said, trust is gained in droplets and lost in buckets. So what does it mean that there's a whole ocean of doubt between us and still I stay? Why am I crazy for asking questions about your questionable actions? And please don't call me crazy, because I can show you crazy. I will bust down doors for you to talk to me. I'll key your car to make sure you got my message. Wow. I will ride your face with your mom watching to see the power of my pussy over hers. Okay, maybe that's too much. How would that be too much when you're constantly telling me I'm not enough? You say I only have eyes for you, but when I do, you change
take my point of view. You say you're straight. Don't get me wrong, I don't judge what you get off to, but please be straight with me about who you're into. And I just couldn't let you go. I loved you. I was crazy about you. But maybe, I don't know, I haven't tried everything yet. Maybe it's our attachment styles, our communication styles, maybe it's just family trauma, right? We just need a little therapy and Jesus, it'll all work out. I'm over here over empathizing your careful compiling components of your narcissistic plot on me. But you wanna know what's crazy? How your name kept changing in my life. You went from that guy to friend of a friend, to crush, to fuck buddy, to baby daddy, to fiance, to husband, to ex-husband, to assailant, to stalker, to, yeah, that nigga, be crazy. Is it crazy or love? Or is it crazy what love does?
Scores up. I got 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, and 5. For the Lander, we have a 9.3, a 9.3, a 9.5, a 9.9, and a 9.9. 28.7, and that was the last vote in round 1. Good first round. All right. Hey, so, poet. Hey, first of all, you can find me at Mr. Michael 310. Y'all can all be following me on Instagram and TikTok before we lose it at Mr. Michael 310. You can also follow 310 Brown Street or go to 310brownstreet.com and get you some books. Poets and people who may be loosely familiar with my work. Do you have any requests?
Steve.
Okay, Steve, what else you got?
Oh,
I got Mr. Bullet.
now what's the point? Your new shit.
No.
The one you talked about APS.
October.
Okay, never mind.
We did that in October.
Is that not
I'll be featuring here October 30th. It's gonna be a dope ass feature. Just come here for that. I'm gonna pull out all the hits.
Kate was really thinking about it.
Can I
Oh, that's a good one. It's called God and the DJ.
Yes!
I'll see if I can download that right quick. Okay, so we're gonna take a small break, long enough for me to load up the next poem. Be back here in five minutes or so. All right, and go pee, get you something from the bar, tip the bar staff, and then be back. Oh, wash your hands and be back here. Hootie hoo! come get your book. You bought it, you purchased a book ticket, come holler at your boy. Who do you look like? I think somebody's coming around me trying to get a book. They outside.
Oh, hey, what's your name? Hey, Rachel. What's your magnum opus? One number knows you. That was how about this?
Oh no!
Let me start there.
I'm talking about plants. Got plants? Oh, shit! We got a plant guy over here.
Let me bring those
Oh, look at the vegetable!
I had to cut the thing. That's a flower. I got some basil. I got some basil. I got tomatoes. Right? It's beautiful. It helps you learn to take care of Exactly. I just like it because it helps me take care of them. It teaches you consistency. Like, I wake up and I look at it like, oh, I might eat this. And night I'm set like, I might eat some more. It just helps you be consistent. It keeps that mind working. Right?
All right, gather the people. Gather the people. Judges, weigh the scorecard so I know that you're back. I got 1, I got 2, I got 3. I see her, that's 4. And Judge, you back? Are you back mentally and emotionally? Hey, Judge. Judge at table 15. Judge at table 15. Judge at table. Hey, everybody in the room get uncomfortably quiet. Hey, Judge at table 15. Judge at table 15. Licking your fingers. I wanted to make sure you were back and ready to start. Okay, are my poets back? Where my poets at?
Poet?
I heard 4. I heard 4.
I got 1, 2, 3,
5.
4, 5.
Welcome back to 310 Brown Street present. Wait, no, that's
We got everybody.
310 Brown Street, Austin Poetry Slam Takeover.
Yeah!
I'm changing the name every week. Okay, so I had a request. God and the DJ. We're going to get this delivered at 75% because I'll be concentrating on remembering the words and not the actual performance. The first question I would like to ask is to stop making noise. Second question I would like to ask, does anyone know what the elements of hip hop are? Beatbox. DJ. Graffiti. Breakdancing. Breakdancing or B-boy. MC.
That's fine, right?
that's fine.
That was fine.
Beatboxing, beatboxing is one, but it's not the original 5. There's one you're missing.
Graffiti.
Okay.
The most fucking important one.
We said MC.
I don't know the words. Shit.
Rap MC, same thing.
Oh, okay.
DJ.
Okay, me.
Rap MC lyrics, same thing.
Did we say something like the beat?
You did not. How about the fucking DJ?
Thank you.
We said DJ.
Who is we?
All of us.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We collectively at this table.
No, you recap. You recap, you didn't say DJ. So we got DJ,
Yes.
B-boy,
Yeah.
graffiti,
Okay.
MC.
Beatbox.
It is one.
Now.
There's a lot of them. Street entrepreneurialism, like they just kept adding up. All right.
Okay, it's new shit.
I imagine
Wait.
Damn, I was not ready.
It's a Samsung, man. It's not my phone.
It's a Samsung, it's not my fault. Quote of the night.
Are we ready now? You didn't get the disclaimer that this is 75%, not 100, because I'm focusing on the words, not the performance, because I just downloaded it.
To your brain?
I walked into the room and there she was. Oh my God! In the image of a black woman. Skin glowed with every combination brown, all at the same time, afro. Solar eclipsed the room and held up like Atlas with the weight of the world it was crowned. Halo, glorious. Now God has had many names and manifestations throughout man's history, but tonight we call God DJ Reborn. Hovering 6 feet off the ground behind her altar of wires, spinning wheels and speakers, she stood there. Arms folded like some kind of cool Herculean figure ferrying travelers on the Underground Railroad. Okay, it's important for you to realize that DJ Cool Herc is credited with being the first DJ.
Yep.
Like some kind of cool Herculean figure ferrying travelers on the Underground Railroad. Now next day say she sold out when she went digital. In truth, she stopped using vinyl because the wax kept melting in her hands. Oh my God! Yes. She was the rhythm, the rebel, sacrificing song after song on the altar of turntablism in the name of hip-hop. She'd be the first element of hip-hop writing records like some sort of disc jockey, whipping the crowd into a frenzy every cut and scratch with a trumpet calling forth more elements. With enhanced crossfader, she brought forth her twins. She brought forth her scribe, the hieroglyph trainers in the alleys, bringing lights to the blight of the city. She called this element graffiti. Next, she brought forth the twins, B-girl and B-boy. They broke into the scene, broke records, broke up fights, break dancing with African ancestors, pushing and pulling, contorting limbs like loving puppet masters that could be no less than magic, like the magic of a black girl, black god on the wheels of steel. Then she spoke. I could see her lips moving, but I couldn't understand shit she was saying. I mean, how could a mere mortal comprehend the things of God? I was unworthy to wrap my ear around her tongue. Then she spoke with her hands. You don't believe. I could see the anguish in her eyes. She had so much to say. Music stops. She mini modes. She profiles. Her God hands be glowing like the original Super Saiyan. Bruce Leroy. She was cutting and scratching without even touching the altar. B-girl and B-boy begin their break dance, every pop and lock magnified the beat to a stream of energy, channeled into graffiti with can in each hand, striking the walls like a rattlesnake, sculpting this old dude that looked like Coke Rock from New York. It's important for you to understand that Coke Rock or Coca-Cola Rock is credited with being the first MC, the first rapper. Silence. DJ Reborn begins grandmaster flashing fingers from crossfade to cut and scratch there right before my eyes. Graffiti's masterpiece breaks from the wall. A hip, a hop, a hip hop, a hip to the hip hop. What you hear, what you do to control like some kind of master of ceremony. I can finally understand the things of God. I am reborn. The DJ, the graffiti, the b-boy, the MC, all birthed by street. So, when you open your mouth to give praise, always remember to give word to the mother.
That's
all right. So So DJ Reborn is a real DJ out of New York City. When I was in Houston, I saw a play called Sinking Ink. And in the play, this guy was on a journey, and on his journey, he had to get the elements of hip hop. So in order to get those elements of hip hop, he had to go see God, and God was represented as the DJ. So DJ Reborn was God on the altar, sending him on this vision. It's fucking incredible. I wish I could see the play again. So when I got out of the play, I was instantly inspired to write that poem. So it is loosely based on a true story.
Yeah.
Right. How y'all doing?
Yeah.
Y'all ready for round two? Okay. But first, let's talk about Deadpool Wolverine.
Haven't seen it yet.
Who has not seen Deadpool Wolverine? You are screwed because I'm about to tell you everything.
No.
So Deadpool goes.
What a dick.
Okay, what about the part where Wolverine goes?
You're killing me, Small.
My friends go without me. I'm just saying.
Okay. Let me tell you one thing. There's a guest appearance in Wolverine Deadpool by none other.
Don't do it.
Next up to the mic, put your hands together for Mike Takeover.
So I'm sitting frustrated as hell on this car ride with my family, cause that's my aesthetic. And I'm taking to it. I'm frustrated because my family finds it funny to blame my memory loss on weed and how much I smoke it instead of the trauma that caused the need to blow down a 5-pack of backwoods and a 3-pack of Swisher Sweet Leaf. They don't consider my pain before I began smoking weed. How I was molested as a little girl. You know the poem, she ain't a victim of incest if the word is never uttered, if the atrocity is never spoken, if the stained floral undies are never found. Yeah, that line is about me. They don't consider my pain once I commit consumption of cannabis. They don't consider I was sexually assaulted in college. They don't consider why I dropped out of my second MBA program, the pain that beset me that still lingers in my bed, in my bedroom, in my mind, and in my very being. They just see me controlling cannabis's cascade. They just see me blazing up, releasing weed into the wind, and they are as mad about it as I am indifferent. They must think I am a zombie because I chose to be. And not because I was bitten. I know my triggers. But I tell myself, you have to give yourself grace, my Kayla, and come down from your panic and anxiety. Instead, sitting in this motherfucking car, I think about drowning again. Just flailing. I mean, failing again. How they view me as a failure, even though I know I'm not. I'm the only one of my siblings who has a master's degree. I know I'm intelligent, not necessarily smarter than them, but we all know you. Instead, I'm thinking about panicking and how my anxiety prohibits me from clearing my throat. If anyone ever wants to know what re-traumatization looks like, I dare you to search my eyes for the depths of me. For there I will be found. The trick here is revealing that I haven't lost myself. I may have lost my way at one point, but I've always been here, always been whole and wholly fragmented. And if I could rewind the hands of time, I'd simply go back to a dark place and come out of it whole. I keep fighting both the soil and the water.
That's my favorite play. Hold up. I got one. I got 2, 3, 3.5, 4, and 5. My kid, we have a 9.6, a 9.7, a 9.9, a 10, and a 10. 29.6. They took the mic with the end of already. Mustard!
After Spies by Desiree Della Giacomo and Gay by Jomar Valentine. He asked how I can be so unapologetic in my gay, and my brain crackles in response speed and light. I've never watched sun turn to joy so quickly because, if we're being honest, my gay is a terrified animal screaming as loud as possible so others don't take it for granted, or dismiss it as prey, or try to hunt it into extinction. My gay was a wallflower for years, afraid to be found out. My gay hates and loves when you say, but you don't look gay because, sir, you look like someone I used to fuck. No, man, not your gay. We don't all know each other. My gay has been in love 3 times, and every time it was everything that love should be. That being said, straight men, my gay probably isn't attracted to you. What makes you think I'm gonna fuck someone who probably doesn't know how to wash their own ass? Sleeps with a mattress on the floor and only knows 2 sex positions. My gay isn't unapologetic. My gay is just tired of trying to be perfect, so my gay is messy all over the place. My gay knows jealous like a married couple knows an affair. My gay thought marriage an impossibility for years. My gay knows shame like Cersei Lannister knows a walk home. My gay was told his final destination was inevitable. My gay grew up in a world where its rights were a classroom debate. The meal ticket presidents used to appease the masses. The background image they used on Monday night news saying, why would you want to hang out with these weirdos? My gay grew up in a world where capitalism gave it everything it wanted for 1 month only. My gay has listened as his friends told of the bashings they received, each cut and bruise a badge of resilience. My gay knows the fear of walking home alone at night in a safe part of town. My gay still struggles to feel gay sometimes because mainstream media continues to use us as a comedic trope, the over-sexualized eye candy, the shallow, vain, bitchy side character, but rarely lets us just be human. My gay forgot about apologies when they turned a bar into a graveyard and refused to call it a hate crime. My gay found his voice when a man told him that the gay agenda ended in 2009. My gay knows safety like a rain poncho knows temporary. Because even after all this, my rights are just another bullet point in a bill that may or may not be made into law. My gay is not an agenda, a lifestyle, an accessory. So when he asks how I can be so unapologetic in my gay, I say my gay is a truth that continues to change lives. My gay refuses to die or be written out of the script. It is instead an immovable object. My gay won't be denied. Go ahead, try.
Look, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ricky Martin, we have a 9.4, a 9.7, a 9.7, a 9.8, and a 9.8. 29.2 in the country, Mike, and then the other one, Mike Hector.
to the water we come from. Thank you, O formless one, you who does not know temperament or favor, you who only becomes solid when you want to taste yourself. Some days my body shuts down to remind me that it is the seed of the sea. It reminds me that I'm a series of borrowed parts, sinking to the bottom of a normal life, but only from a distance. Human being is a peculiar recipe, and I'm only supposed to be 3/5 of a man. That means whatever remains is left to float between the mouth of a lover and the middle of the ocean. Some days I am only water, and I am back at home in the heart of the storm, back at home and then gone again. Lightning doesn't strike the same place twice, but from the stage, applause can sound like thunder. And I know how this works. One day, all the crowd is smiling and laughing, and then I'm standing in front of a brand new audience selling my secrets to strangers. People don't understand how long it takes me to pull myself together. Some nights I can't sleep. I can't sleep because I am all salt and waves. I am all for suffering in silence if it works for the greater good, thank God. My mother doesn't know how often I crash against the shore. I can't explain it. I can't explain how lonely the poetry gets. Have you ever wondered why we find so many people floating face up in a bathtub making friends? It's like twisting a faucet. That means our capacity for God is based on the strength of our wrists. When I was a kid, my dad took me to a random swimming pool in some apartments. That night, he ended up saving 2 girls from drowning, or maybe he interrupted a baptism. The answer lies somewhere in the music. They say God's gonna trouble us. They say a human being can't go anywhere where the waves won't catch us. We'll all be in that bathtub eventually. If I wake up tomorrow and jump head first off an overpass, that automatically makes it a waterfall. Some days I am 100% liquid, and no one can see the tears stacked on top of tears. We are this beautiful collage of all of nature's most basic building blocks. We are standing outside in the rain, coming down on each other like cats and dogs. We are tiny rivers flowing in and out of larger bodies. We are the water. We are the water that we're made of. Cheers to us. Now raise your glasses.
That's Michael Hudson. Oh, look, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Michael Hudson with a 9.5. A 9.7. A 9.7. A 10. And a 10. That is a 29.4. 29.4. That's up to Mike. Put your hands together for Delanda.
Dear Mom, sometimes I reflect on the lessons that you taught me. You taught me always take a vacation between jobs because once you start, they own your free time. You taught me that curry requires a little extra salt for the flavor to shine through. As a child, when I would cry, you would say, you know, you look ugly when you cry. That caused tears to flow down my face onto my lips, and it tasted familiar. Just like you taught me, with salt my pain shine through. Or was the lesson you were teaching me was that my pain was ugly? My mom used to say to me, fix your face. I wasn't met with open arms and warmth, but rather a cold bark. Fix your face. That must have made an impression on me, because no matter how bad I feel on the inside, the outside will always be done. Eyebrows on, lips painted, mascara, work, of course. My mother taught me, appearance is everything. My mother used to beat me if I wasn't still enough during the 2-hour Sunday service. And as she would beat me, she would say, you better bite your tongue and hush up. No one should know that I beat you. I am now convinced that I stayed with the man who nearly took my spirit because I could hear your voice through his lips. No one should know that I beat you. My mother taught me to be silent when I was being hurt by loved ones. When my grandmother died and I wanted to get her name tattooed on my thigh, My mother said, how are you going to explain to your husband another woman's name on your body? My adult replied, I'm not going to explain shit. The same way you never explained why my sister had classmates with our last name. Mom, we grew up in Baltimore. No one else had a last name Bob but us. So when we started meeting our siblings in school, why didn't you or he explain? My mother taught me, no answer is an answer. My mother taught me God hates a divorce. So Dad was always welcome back into our home, even after years of countless absence and children that explained his frequent tardiness to dinner and bedtime stories. Him not having a job? No problem. Never meeting his family? Not even for the kids. No problem. My mother taught me, anybody is a warm body. Mom, remember when I was getting sexually harassed in school and I reported all 3 boys for touching me in ways I didn't want them to? I remember your reaction. You just don't go around getting people suspended. My mother taught me, Yolanda, be cool. Boys will be boys. My friends watch me try to navigate life and say, Dylan, you're so hard on yourself, and it's hard to watch. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just doing what my mother taught me.
Scores up. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. With the ladder, we have a 9.2, a 9.3, a 9.5, a 9.6, and a 9.9. 28.4. Here comes the mic. Let's get it up. Jump well.
36 questions designed to make anyone fall in love. Given the choice of anyone in the world, whom would you want as a dinner guest? You were as slick as my cotton candy gloss lipping the edge of my martini glass. Take 4 minutes and tell your partner your life story in as much detail as possible. I fell into your forearms when my heel hit the cobblestone in the wrong way after leaving the 6th bar after hour 2. On date 1, you pulled out your phone on the patio. The perforated bench made brain-like creases on the backs of my legs the miniskirt refused to cover. Let's play, you asked. What would constitute a perfect day for you? I noticed there was another game on flickering inside the sports bar, and yet you didn't take your eyes off mine. Curious, I braced myself for the questions that came. They were gentle at first. For what in your life do you feel most grateful? They applied more pressure as they went, till they squeezed the vulnerable bits of me that spewed forth like a grape when pinched. What is your most terrible memory? 36 altogether, but we didn't make it past 19. A wheat beer made my tummy turn, or was it the eye contact we held for 2 full minutes? Do you have a secret hunch about how you will die? I was right, with your arm around my waist as you raised the other to hail a cab. The heat was anywhere your attention was. Name 3 things you and your partner appear to have in common. Neck, nipples, solar plexus. You skipped comfortably on your descent to my thighs. My breath skipped, then tripped, and sat in my throat thick like the drink that stole my think. Complete this sentence. I wish I had someone with whom I could share. 406 class and Ave? At least I still had that. We only made 1 stop, wobbly up the stairs, up my skirts, my sheets. What, if anything, is too serious to be joked about? In a knot, I said we're not having sex until we were. Is there something that you've dreamed of doing for a long time? Why haven't you done it? It was supposed to be a game. Apparently, it worked too well. How do you feel about your relationship with your mother? I didn't mean to wake up and be mean when you tried again and the dark memory descended like a cruel deja vu. I was the doll, whose lips were stitched and legs strewn open, and you pinned me, moaning, when did you last cry in front of another person, by yourself? You wanted it too. Yes, I wanted you. I wanted it to be you until I didn't want it, and now my brain replays the imposition of the inquisitions, and I know my answer to at least one. If you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one quality or ability, what would it be? Amnesia.
Damn.
I got 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we take where we have a 9.0, a 9.5, a 9.8, a 9.9, and a 10. That's the game. 29.2 that gets to the right for the end of the war. Lorelai!
Trigger warning, eating disorders. I invited my demons to have a cup of tea with me. Hope to warm the cold in their souls so I could ask them just one question. Why am I keeping you here? Shame sits heavy in the belly like a cheap shot of whiskey, says they stay because I keep giving them a reason to. Guilt resides somewhere deep in the heart, says she stays because I whisper sweet everythings to her about dreams I will never achieve. I brew something stronger and he finally reveals himself, gluttony. This is the sin I sit with most often, but he never answers my questions. Sometimes I gorge to forget. There is a feeding frenzy that sets off inside me like all my demons screaming, feed me, and then feasting on the wounds I'm left with. Their voices are louder than my own sometimes. They tell me I am not beautiful, not worthy, not relevant. It's true. The demons all whisper, it's true. Their voice is quiet, but somehow echoing in the belly of my choices. My tea party has turned dark tide, washing over me, drowning out my voice among theirs. I'm not sure I can keep fighting this. I just bring the trauma to the surface. I reopen old wounds, trying to find better ways to heal them, but I never find ways to heal them. Just leave the wounds open for the demons to feast on. One of us deserves to eat. If I just don't eat this week, I won't feel this way. The drinks hit better that way. The growling goes from loud noises to soft echoes. Sometimes I forget to eat. Other times I forget to remember. My plate feels so full. Much too much to eat and much too much to bear. I don't need a real meal, just a girl dinner. I am half starving and just reaching for substance. It's my demons I keep feeding. I came here looking for answers, but I'm drinking in my own poison instead. It's all coming to the surface. Maybe a full meal will help me swallow this. Maybe I should eat this week. Sometimes I gorge to forget. The food subdues their screams. Sometimes I choose not to eat. The hunger cancels out the demons. There are so many ways to hurt yourself. There are too many demons at my table. At least I stopped throwing them up.
Wow.
That's Lorelai. Scores. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lorelai with a 9.4, a 9.4, a 9.4, a 9.5, and a 9.8. That is it. 28.3 to 51% physical coach. Wake up!
Oh, also, true warning, I said, I didn't know we're supposed to. Okay. Where are you, Moonchild? Waxing, waning, the crescent that changes. Moon City, Moonchild, why do you smile so much? Why do you always dress like that? Why do you wince at the sight of the gesture? The snippets of my memory were waxing, waning, the memory of that night, the one warmed by Colorado snowstorms, the goose on my right shoulder. Waxing, waning, I probably wanted to say yes. Yes to his face with the gnarled teeth. Yes to the man old enough to be my father. Yes to his advances over my unconscious body. I promise I'm fine. I'm the life of the party. I wanted all those drinks for my lifeless corpse to be sodomized. Waxing, waning, moonchild of the Warren Crescent City. Why do you lock the door 3 times, blow out the candle 3 more? Why does your mind fractalize? Realize the only bit of sanity held together by the notion that the lie you tell yourself to escape your prison of that house with the wooden pillars, the big one off St. Charles where the cold rooms stretch for miles. New moon, the world is all dark. The notion of participation in the night where you lost your mind is all faded. The jester faces of the bright floats, the bright friends are now gone. Moonchild, are you there, Moonchild? Tides crashing into the shores of your heart, Moonchild, pulling you into the depth of the ocean of all connected power of codependency. Where are you, Moonchild? Where do you start when Mr. Tower begins? Is your mind too weak? Are your lapses too dark? Come to New Orleans, please come to Gothica. We need your smile, we need the contrast of your reused clothes. I'm sorry we ripped you apart, your skull, plastered it on the newspaper. I'm sorry we printed your insanity on the alley of judgment. Waxing, waning, the crescent that changes. Moon City, Moonchild, why are you so silent? Why do you never pass the line of the horizon? Why do you always wince at the sight of the jester?
That's Martin White Law. Scores up. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Martin White Law, we have 9.2. Let's start over. We have a 9.0, a 9.2, a 9.3, a 9.5, a 9.2. 28 minutes up to the mic. Put your hands together for Jake. Right.
Kind of. A little bit.
Don't go chasing waterfalls, just stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. I know that you're gonna have it your way and nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast.
When the city of Flint, Michigan switched its water source from Detroit's Lake Huron to the Flint River, they thought change was gonna come. And it did, and no longer would they be known as a waste site. When Governor Rick Snyder took over, he promised he'd play right, but playwrights couldn't script shit as foul as the tap water. Afflicted Flint folks flailed, sinking, wade in the water. The discolored, deadly water double blood lead levels across the city. They say that Flint, Michigan finally has clean drinking water, but a decade has passed. And in the 10 years it took to clean the water, a lot of shit hit the fan and it splattered, but still less dirty than the city's pipes. Pipe down and pay the piper. It's voting season. Every 4 or 5 years, we went from 44 to 45. Politicians pushing genocide, talking 4-4s and 45. We fighting to stay alive. We in the belly of the beast. 5 years pass and chemicals seep from kids' bellies to their teeth.
Y'all remember when Obama drank the water on national television?
That was the same Bush water that drowned New Orleans, the same derailed water that poisoned Palestine, Ohio, the same water denied in Gaza, Palestine. And while these were different bodies of water, the destruction of human bodies were the same. And in the 5 years that passed, I read the Bible from Genesis to Revelations looking for answers. No revelations on why 12 Michiganders died from cancers. Now look, as a poet, I know the power of prayer through lead, but this lead can't be erased. Its traces are trickled in our blood. Pipes packed with more lead than crimson blood. It's blood, and the blood is supposed to be thicker than water. But after 5 years of lead poisoning, bloodlines thin more than hairlines. Spines start to shiver from the cold shoulders, knowing that 5% of Flint households still don't have clean drinking water. For the city still needs to change 5% of the pipes, but there's a deep mistrust.
And all the city had to do was don't go chasing waterfalls, just look to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. I know that you're gonna have it your way and nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast.
That's it, right? Oh, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You're right there, 9.6, a 9.6, a 9.7, a 9.9. 29.2. All right. Welcome to 310 Brown Street, where we publish some really dope authors. 4 of those authors happen to be me. You can find this work on 310brownstreet.com, Amazon, or the trunk of my car. Persona non grata, nuclear orange, demigod, and black type poems. They're also available tonight. The hardcovers are $25. The paperbacks are $20. Also have a Texas Slam anthology. It's a collection of poets from across Texas. That is $20. You should get a copy of that. I take cash, card, Venmo, Cash App. I take everything but Zelle. Fuck Zelle. Okay. Where were we? Okay. Poets who are not going to the second round. Do you have any haikus you'd like to offer up? Just drop a quick haiku. Okay, if you have a haiku, hold on, this is how we're gonna do this.
I've never done this before either.
You've never done haiku?
No.
Okay, calm down. If you'd like to offer up a haiku, you will raise one finger in the air. I will recognize you. You will stand up where you are, and you will present your haiku. Haiku, short Japanese poem consisting of 17 syllables, ranging 5 and 5, 5, 7, 5, used about seasons, nature, stuff like that. Okay. DJ, stop the music! The microphone recognizes Delanda. She's not giving instructions.
No. Okay. No. I'm nervous. Okay.
Use your outside voice.
They sailed to Africa with Bibles to split and divide tribes.
The microphone recognizes Lord on.
I will give up so much for the person I love, but not my vices.
Are there others? That's a hand, not a finger. The microphone recognizes Ali Timber.
When you are able to digest your own feedback, that is giving too.
Are there others? Are there others? I'm so happy.
Unemployment sucks. My funds are running very low. How much for feet pics?
$5.
Not to look at him.
Are there any others?
That was.
The audience recognizes Christopher Michael.
Thank you, Lord. Why you do that right?
It's not embarrassing.
Wait a minute.
I call that. I have a masturbation problem. I'm trying hard to beat it.
Chris approved.
Just tell more than everything. Last call for haikus. All right, round up.
I got a haiku.
Fuck, I told you, dude.
With cigarettes, the hardest.
That's not how you're supposed to do that.
What happened?
I did put my finger.
You went like this, you got scared. The microphone recognizes something, so
Cigarettes, the hardest thing to quit. That ride and die type of love.
Oh. You need it to go after me.
Huh?
You need it to go after me.
That was 5 items.
The microphone recognizes Mr. Day.
Hey.
Nice guys finish last. You know, because obviously they be fucking slow.
And that partner's so first.
The obvious ones are so fucking good. Oh, Mr. Day, so every day at work, I have 3 clerks, receptionists, medical specialists, assistant, something.
Wow.
Every day I go tell them a dad joke, and now they expect it. So if I walk by, they're like, "You got a joke for us today?" So last week I told them your 2 haikus, the calendar and the eating the clock ones, and they were like, "Oh my God, those are good." Fuck you, you're fired.
Get on the line.
They love them. They love them. So I will be saying more of this shit. All right, judges. Wave your flags. I want to know how many flags you got left. Judge 1 has 2. Judge 2 has 1. Judge 3 has 1. Judge 4 has 0. Judge 5 has 1. All right. So that 1, 2, 3, 4. So I got 5 10s still outstanding. Let's see what happens. Are you ready? For round 3.
Yeah.
I mentioned you should follow me at Mr. Michael 310 and get some books that didn't mention it. Okay. Put your hands together for Mike Hayden. Okay.
Go poet.
She writes, she wonders how she's gonna start the poem. She thinks, okay, I guess I'll start the poem now. Can't even sleep at night. Can't even be loved no more. Can't have life but can be rendered a dead body due to a no-knock warrant. Change laws, more havoc, and I can't even drive to work at Prairie View A&M no more. Ruled the ending of my life a suicide when I know, y'all know, they know I was killed. I think about my sister. She had just started at PV back then. I sit on the clouds and ponder how no one came to march for me. My blood on the streets, my sisters weep, my brothers keep silent, processing shit like how my head is plastered onto the pavement. I was running away, I was running to my death and I didn't even know it, man. Oh man, I was young, forgotten, demonized, and hungry. All I wanted was a bag of Skittles and an Arizona tea, and instead I lost a battle with a blazing bullet to bargain with my being. I wonder how many bags of Skittles and cans of Arizona teas would atone his death. I hope there are no feet in heaven, no necks. Either I hope there are just meaningful I'm sorry, and maybe a place where I could bash a cop's head in. I can't breathe. My daughter was right there, man. I wish hell on all of you. My daughter was right there in the back seat, man. We can't even be ourselves. Can't play the violins to the animals no more. Can't even walk home no more because we dead now, and all I can offer is a poem. It's my words. I don't know what to do to stop police violence. Haiku interlude. Tamir Rice should now be 22 years old. Oh my, what a blessing frail. What burns first, the stovetop, the pot, the officer's face, or the bullet in her brain. Maybe it was the water. Maybe the hot baptism and blessing of Jesus' name, his presence, was too much to handle. I mean, maybe he didn't want her to be born again. I mean, maybe he wanted to detonate her from the jump. I hope this is not my last time being heard on a mic. Ever.
That's my Caleb. Slows up. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and
I was in there.
5. My Caleb. We have. For my Caleb, we have a 9.5, a 9.7, a 9.9, a 10, and a 10. Let's go to my put this together for Mike. Patrick!
How would you feel if I was to tattoo your name on my wrist to remind me why I choose to stay in this world? That way, if the sharp end of my Monday morning cuts too close, I'll still be anchored to you, so much so that the fingertips of death are too far apart to touch either one of us. If I tattoo your name on me, it might provide a place to put a much kinder cut, and the two of us can sail through my bone marrow and rejoice in the fact that each drop of blood only brings us that much closer. If I tattoo your name on me, I can show you the places on my body that don't know the sun. It's not that I'm shy, it's just that your shine is too overwhelming. Those two eyes belong on the stove, and I am just an empty pot waiting patiently for my turn to brew. You'll have to pardon me. I know it must be startling to hear an empty tea kettle whistle this loud. Well, I'm sorry, babe, but lately I haven't been able to sip enough pleasure to quench my Sunday thirst. I know maybe if I tattoo some praying hands next to your name, but don't worry, we don't have to address them directly to God. Instead, we can just take our clothes off and sell our souls to the highest bidder. Baby, I would pay any price to be with you, whether that's a hole in my pocket or a tiny needle to my neck. Turn me into a tablet, brand my hands with the label. Girl, you know we both grew up in two different kinds of war zones, and I bring my own battlefield to the bedroom. That's why we love so hard. That's why all of my other tattoos are either ink or melted shrapnel. That's why I'm a smoke grenade at heart. Pull my pin and I'll explode on you, girl. You know how sensitive I am. You know how these levees are sure to fail me just as my feelings are sure to flood my face. These tears aren't tattooed on, but sometimes I feel like it. Sometimes it feels like once your name lives on me, it will begin to multiply, and then a single text will learn to look more like scripture. Hopefully by then we're holy enough to hold on to the things that make us human, holy enough to keep the doors to my palms closed. I try not to think bad thoughts. I try not to sacrifice the things that I have labeled sacred. I built a temple for you. Only thing left for you to do is to put your name on it. Only thing left to do is be present at the altar. There is no activity that's more intimate than worship. I choose to use my flesh as currency. Please, God, take enough of my skin to make this love last a lifetime. May our last names live on longer than we do. May my deathbed be a canvas. May my body be a mural. May it be a place to honor all of the pretty things that kept me here. Wow.
So, look, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. For Michael Hatcher, we have a 9.9. A 9.9. A 9.9. A 10. And a 10. All right, let me get Michael and Michaela back up to the stage. Give it up to the poets. Thank you so much. Instagram, TikTok, Instagram, for sticking around for the show. Hope you enjoy. We are here every single Wednesday at the Alamo Draft House in Bueller. 1911 Aldrich in Austin, Texas. Up here on the stage, why does nobody want to do what I tell them? Stage. Okay. Hey, guess what?
What?
I am only $1,500 away from completing my graduate degree.
Hey!
Every Friday, I got one more class.
One more! Then you'll really be the master of ceremony.
Yes.
But to measure it in dollars and not credits is wild.
Is what?
Is wild. To measure it in dollars.
It's appropriate.
$1,500.
Student debt is something else.
The classes ain't that hard. The money. The money is aroused. It's hard. It's hard. That was a pun. You see what I did there? That was an innuendo. All right. Hey, sister, I just want to tell you that when I was doing God and the DJ, you were mildly distracting with that brown skin and afro back there. I got to the afro line. I was like, oh shit, she's here. I tried not to stumble. And then you just, how many 10s we got left? How many 10s did I get used? 1 10 left? Yeah.
One holdout.
Yeah, if I had money, I would pay a ransom to the judges with 10s left, like get them a drink or some shit. But I ain't got that kind of money. So thank you is all I got for you.
He's got $1,500.
All right. The scores in the final round. Just give you the scores. They were the difference between a
29.8.
29.8.
29.6.
And 29.6. Damn. 2/10 of a point away. Let's see. Not that pocket. That's my college money pocket right there. Nah, sister. Got to justify my job with that money. Boom. Okay. Coming in second place. Winning. First of all, thank y'all for coming out. And not being deterred because the Eventbrite crashed. Fucked up my ticket sales. I appreciate y'all. Nonetheless, y'all really audience tonight. Y'all were giving joy. Did I do that right? Did I do everything right? Okay. I think the kids and your words. Coming in second place. You're Gen Z, right? You're Gen Z, right?
I'm 30.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you are.
I watch TikToks on the new word. We say mid for basic now. Oh.
Mid. No, I'm done right there. Give it up for all the boys on stage tonight. Coming in second place, winning $40. Put your hands together for my cake. Coming in first place, winning $60 whole. Put your hands together for Mike Hutcher.
All the poets that got on the mic, everybody at 310 Brown Street, appreciate y'all. I also wanted to let y'all know, if you pay attention to that gentleman right there, he has an every word. Every word! That is Chris Foreman. He is the every word sniper. I call him the sniper because he can hit your heart from a mile away with a poem. That's a bad dude right there. Bad dude right there. Every Monday, we have an open mic at the Vortex.
You said when?
It is every Monday.
How much?
Oh, this is crazy. I got you right here. Y'all not gonna believe this.
What?
It is absolutely free.
What?
What
time is that?
It's 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
At the Vortex. 2307 Main.
Pocket lit.
On Monday.
Pocket lit.
Yep. It is absolutely free. And that man will be hosting this Monday.
Oh, yeah,
let's go.
It's free unless you live $70 in gas money to get down there. So, okay, so this has been on my mind, and I've been meaning to ask, and I'm doing it on the microphone, so it'd be awkward as hell for you to say no. So, October 30th, I will be featuring here at the Alamo Draft House Barrel of Fun, and I wanted to see if every word would open up for me. I got a couple dollars I can slide your way. I get every word to open up for me. Yeah, 15, 20 minutes set. Y'all handle that? Okay, cool. That's gonna be lit. So it'll be a very small open mic. It'll be every word, and then I'm going to do a feature-length set. It's gonna be a feature-length set, and y'all, I gotta keep saying it, so I actually put the show together and do it. I will procrastinate and put that shit together the night before.
On the way here.
On the way here.
What poem do I remember right this second?
Right. She know, but hold on.
I've organized too many events with.
But what happens when I put some shit together last minute?
It's on.
It's fly as fuck.
It's on.
Fly as fuck. It's critically acclaimed.
Are you gonna wear a costume?
Huh?
Are you gonna wear a costume?
There will be props.
Hey!
It's going to be a show.
No animal acts though.
Okay, so thank y'all so much for coming out. I appreciate you. We'll be back next week with Austin Poetry Slam.